Welcome into your latest ESPN.com headline. I'm Doug Kazarian alongside former Pro Bowler and Super Bowl champ Antonio Pierce. All right, Antonio, we're learning some more information about when Peyton Manning signed with the Denver Broncos. He gave his agent an ultimatum. His agent met that, but then got him $1.4 million more than the amount. So $19.4 million annually is what Manning is getting from the Broncos. But he told his agent specifically he wanted not a penny more than what Tom Brady got, which was $18 million. And he's upset. It just came out on that MondayMorningQuarterback.com that he was upset at the time. What's your reaction?
I'm surprised. Here's a quarterback that wants to be the greatest of all time in everything, right? Statistically, championships, MVPs. Why not be the highest paid? So, again, that's a lot of character about Peyton Manning. A lot of things that we don't really understand that goes on in that head of his. But it is surprising to hear that a quarterback of Peyton Manning's, just the background of the show, right? Of everything about him, about wanting to win, wouldn't want to be the highest paid, which he's deserving of, being the highest paid quarterback and player in the National Football League.
How much do players compare themselves to other players at their position by salaries?
All the time. Even for myself. Being a free agent, you come out, you look at the list of the top 5 or so, 10 linebackers in the National Football League, and I kind of drew my line. I should be paid right here. 5th, 6th, you might not be in the top 3 or whatever, but you sit there and say, I want to be there. I want to be the top guy in the National Football League. So every position, every player, we compare ourselves to our other peers as well, how you're getting compensated, and that's key for a lot of guys.
How much do they use those industry standards, so to speak, if you want to use that, industry marks, the benchmarks in terms of salaries? How much do agents use that in negotiations with other teams?
Oh, all the time. I was with Drew Rosenhaus. I know that was one of his tactics as far as how he approached it. But again, that also goes back to the player. He has the control of what he wants his agent to go out there and get. So for a guy like Peyton Manning who says, hey, I don't want to be paid a penny more than Tom Brady, that agent should meet those demands. But to me, I don't know how many players would argue about being the top paid guy at his position. This is different right here. This is a big story.
That was my next question. His agents essentially defied him. Yeah. Have you ever had that type of conversation with your agent and he's gone against your wishes?
Yes and no. But when it comes down to money, I'm going to take more money.
Sure.
And I'm glad my agent would do that. I mean, I would hope that we have a fight about that, right? You get too much money. No, we're not. It's all good. And even think about from the agent standpoint. He's getting that 3% or whatever it is. So the more money you get your player, the more money the agent makes as well.
Certainly is interesting. Of course, Peyton Manning was comeback player of the year his first year with Denver, and this past season won his 5th NFL MVP. For Antonio Pierce, I'm Doug Kazarian. For all your headlines, keep it here on ESPN.com.